green flag is even cleared from the racetrack. Schwartzman pulls out to get clear air. It's not been a particularly good start from Aaron Wilcox initially, but now to the inside. And it's all nice and clean. Charles Schwartzman almost bogged down, weirdly. The white car pulled out into the middle of the pack, but now has fallen to the back of the pack once more.
Really not a good start for Thomas there in the front row, so he's back to third position. I really was expecting Hankey to be very racy right from the word go, which of course he's now taking the lead.
O'Brien in second, as you say, very strong in his stint yesterday. Pushed really, really hard to catch Thomas Pintos. He just needed one more lap, and he probably would have got through. In different racing lines through the exit of that first turn. Michael O'Brien looking to switch back to get the left-hand side into the second part of the Mercedes arena. But it probably is. You do that, and then the circuit goes right again.
Michael is looking very strong, putting a lot of pressure already on Hankey. Hankey covering turn 3 there, and slightly defensive line there, which he's entitled to do. Look at that. Is that Hapworth? Yeah, it is. Hapworth right on top of Ellis, really putting pressure on him. This is a fascinating battle coming up here at the 570S Trophy, top 3.
Going into turn 1, she sits on the racing line. Bradley defending to the inside, forcing her to go around the outside. Stuart White will be watching this and thinking, where's his opportunity to pounce? I wonder if Bradley's just found himself a little bit of comfort in that car. Pit lane window is now open, and Team Brit have decided to get Aaron Morgan out of the car. Into the pits then comes Bradley Ellis from the lead in 570S. He'll be handing that car over to the man that qualified it, David Foster. And here comes Euan Hankey, and he has got 10 seconds to spare. Meanwhile, Sargent and Andreas going as absolutely fast as they possibly can in second and third positions. And we're watching to see how much of a gap the 77 of Mark Hopton is going to have when he comes out the pits. It's a really, really healthy margin, isn't it? Hopton then, officially, with an 8-second advantage over Sargent, whereas Andreas now just 0.6 of a second behind for that second position. Sargent already behind Andreas then, so that's changed hands in the second sector of the lap. Right, so this is how the position changed. And we are going down the hill. Gonzalo de Andres, last lap, is a 2:01 dead. Hopton ahead at 2:03.6 and Sargent at 2:02.5. So of these three, de Andres is definitely the fastest. The pressure will start to build as that Gulf liveried Artura gets larger in the mirrors. We saw with Mohamed Al Khalifa just how tiring defending for the amount of time that he had to yesterday is. Change of position here. Martinez under pressure from Henry. Henry to the outside and all the way around the outside of Rafa Martinez. Makes that one stick. That is a battle for 5th position. Jochims and Waddington. Waddington in the 93 machine. David looks to the inside. He's tried before. Kind of half a gap there. Was careful not to get into the back of the 42. Andreas back onto the tail of Hopton. Hopton a little bit wider on exit than Andreas.
And
no.
Well, he's gone wide, so
Keeps the nose in and keeps the apex side by side between the two of them. A mistake from Mark Hopton opened the door for de Andres, and it's taken a couple of corners for him to seal the deal. They nearly kiss, but ultimately de Andres goes through and into the lead of the race.
Yet again, great driving for the two AMs there in the car. Very close, hard battle there, but no contact. Good.
Waddington through, but doesn't quite get the car slowed down. Does that help Jochims to come back at him? Not quite. Thought about it though. I suppose the next question mark will be whether Thomas Sargent can get onto the tail of Mark Hopton for second. Meanwhile, David Foster lapping faster than anybody behind him in 570S and leading by a nice, comfortable margin.
Sargent there. Where is Hopton?
I think just too far ahead. It's going to be just the same as we saw yesterday. One more lap and perhaps it would have changed. But Thomas Sargent is going to probably, unless there's a mistake through the final couple of turns, say in P3, Mark Hopton P2, but it's going to be a double victory for this Gulf liveried McLaren Artura. For Spaniard, Gonzalo de Andres and Thomas Pintos, they take the checkered flag. Second position will go the way of Euan Hankey and Mark Hopton. And third, Michael O'Brien and Thomas Surgeon, by just 1 second between them in the end.
The 570S Championship is really hotting up with Ellis winning, with Foster. So it'll be interesting to see what the numbers are for the next round, but they'll be very close.